Okay, so here I've taken it off the thing. I'm still going to just hold it there and use with files. What happened was the line I'd marked was a little bit too far to the right, and that's why it felt weird. So I'm trying to change the angle just a little bit, the crest of the V, without taking off too much wood. So I'm just going to hit it with the file some more, and then I'm going to use the finishing sander with the 100 grit paper to do a little bit more of the shaping and contouring just a little bit. Okay, so here I've taken off the block I was using to hold it, taped off the thing further up. This is a used Affinity that I bought. They're okay. I mean, with any cheap guitar that you get, there's inconsistencies in quality, so if you happen to get a good one, great. I still recommend the Javier line from Guitar Fetish over these. This one kind of had to keep it because one of the previous owners obviously had filed on some of the frets on the treble side, and I'm just going to go ahead and refret this, and that's why I'm doing the V-neck, and I need to file the pocket to correct the angle a little bit because the bridge isn't lined up right. And I took the cover off. The cover was scratched on the neck pickup, but I took the cover off so I can align the poles. I plugged the old holes, and I'm going to drill new holes to line up the pole pieces on the original modern style bridge and drill some holes through it to mount some ferrules, or I'm going to put in the ashtray vintage style bridge, because the ashtray bridge has the bridge pickup about 3/8 of an inch closer to the saddles. That's why you get a thinner sound on any of those Telecasters with the ashtray bridge. So I'm not sure about that. I don't want to leave them through the top because sometimes the saddle will rattle a little bit just because there's not enough down pressure on it, if you hit it hard enough. And I'm going to repaint this. I'm going to scuff sand it and fill all the divots and all that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it the same surf green that I had the Xavier thin line, or if I'm going to go with a plain hunter green or Sherwood metallic green. 100 grit. And I'm going to get it close. I'm probably going to just only go to 150 and then put 2 coats of this nitro satin on it, just until I'm going to work on the guitar more, because I got other stuff to do. So I'm going to take it all the way up here because there's actually a couple of deep file marks which look like from the factory. And then I'm still deciding on what kind of decal, if I want to put the decal on there, if I want to put 2 coats of nitro cellulose satin. It dries really fast. I did notice some filing marks towards the end there I missed, and might have been some sanding marks, if that's just the way the wood is. So I might work on that some more, but when I go to refret it, I'm going to roll the edges with the file. And that's it for now. One thing I'm going to do with the fret ends is making this special jig to hold the fret. It's 9.5 radius, and so I can put that into a vise. To put some dowel rod guides on here, and then instead of cutting the fret after you've installed it and then rounding the edges, cut it to size, and then you use like a disc sander to kind of roll the edges and get it all nice rounded off edges, make it look real pretty. So I'm going to try that on this guitar here, but I haven't finished making this jig. I'm probably going to cut some of the corners off on one end just to make it easier, but it's made out of poplar because I couldn't find my maple. But there's also a dent here I steamed out and then recoated a little bit. There was a nasty dent. Probably need to try to steam it out some more, just a wet rag and a soldering iron after you take the paint off. But I recoated a little bit, and when I do the refret I'll work on it some more. But that satin's really nice and smooth. I didn't even sand that, just 2 coats, and that's just awesome. But obviously you want to put more than just 2 coats on it. But that is freaking awesome. Got a real nice feel to it.